The dark reality behind reality TV. Few people realize just how horrifying the world of reality television truly is. Behind the laughter, the dramatic arguments, and the seemingly glamorous love stories lies a system so cruel that it has claimed dozens of lives. The most shocking fact is that more than 40 reality TV contestants worldwide have died by suicide after appearing on these shows. Hana Kimura, a 22-year-old star of Japan's Terrace house, was driven to despair after being bombarded with online abuse and ended her life in 2020. In the United Kingdom, 2 contestants from Love Island died in consecutive seasons under similar circumstances. Even the very first person ever to be eliminated from a reality show eventually chose to take their own life. These are not isolated tragedies. They are the inevitable consequences of an industry that exploits real human suffering for entertainment. Many viewers assume that reality TV is either a harmless game or a fully scripted performance. The truth is much darker. These shows function more like massive psychological experiments than television programs. Producers don't need to write detailed scripts. Instead, they design an environment so manipulative and so extreme that contestants inevitably break down, fight, cry, and collapse under pressure, all while the cameras roll. Audiences are entertained, but the participants are left scarred. The process begins long before filming starts, during casting. Producers are not looking for ordinary people. They deliberately choose characters who can be molded into villains, heroes, comic relief, or tragic figures. Many are selected precisely because of their volatile personalities. Some programs even admit to preferring contestants who display traits of what psychologists call the dark triad: narcissism, Machiavellian manipulation, and psychopathy. People with these traits are more likely to create chaos, betray others, and stir up conflict. This guarantees explosive drama and high ratings, but it also means contestants' lives outside the show may spiral into disaster once those exaggerated portrayals follow them into the real world. Before filming, contestants are forced to sign contracts so restrictive that they amount to a kind of bondage. These agreements forbid participants from revealing production secrets, speaking openly about their mental health, or criticizing the show in any way. If they violate the rules, they face lawsuits that could cost them millions of dollars, sums far beyond anything they could ever pay. The result is silence. Even when they are mistreated, manipulated, or destroyed emotionally, they cannot speak out. Once the cameras start rolling, the psychological pressure intensifies. Contestants are placed under constant surveillance, filmed 24 hours a day with no escape from microphones or hidden cameras. They are completely cut off from the outside world. No phones, no internet, no contact with friends or family. Their entire reality shrinks to the walls of a house, a villa, or an island. Producers know exactly who dislikes whom, who fears what, and who has emotional weak spots. They exploit this knowledge to orchestrate confrontations and breakdowns. Even basic human needs are manipulated. Food is often limited while alcohol flows freely. A hungry, intoxicated contestant is far more likely to lash out or collapse into tears. Sleep is deliberately restricted as well. Some former participants have revealed that they slept only 2 or 3 hours a night during filming. The combination of exhaustion, hunger, and intoxication pushes people to their breaking point. What audiences see as real drama is in fact the result of systematic psychological warfare designed to manufacture chaos. The cruelty does not end when the cameras stop. Post-production ensures that every moment of weakness, every angry outburst, and every tear is cut and rearranged to tell whatever story the producers want. With editing techniques such as frankenbiting, where snippets of dialogue are stitched together, entire narratives can be fabricated. A kind person can be transformed into a villain. A harmless comment can become an insult. The real human being disappears, replaced by a fictional character built for maximum outrage. But while the character is fictional, the consequences are very real. Once the show airs, contestants must live with the public's reaction. Viewers, convinced that they are seeing the truth, flood social media with hatred. Many former participants describe receiving thousands of abusive messages and even death threats. Some have been stalked, harassed, or publicly shamed in their daily lives. The psychological toll is devastating. Anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress are common outcomes. For too many, the harassment becomes unbearable, leading to tragic endings. The list of victims is long. Hana Kimura's death shocked Japan and sparked debates about online bullying, but she was far from the only one. Sophie Graydon, another Love Island contestant, died in 2018. Mike Thalassitis, also from Love Island, died the following year. And beyond these high-profile names, there are dozens of others, less famous, but equally destroyed by the machinery of reality television. The figure of 40 deaths is not an accident. It reveals a systemic failure, an industry that profits from human vulnerability and discards people once they are no longer useful. Reality TV is often marketed as a mirror of everyday life, but in truth, it is more like a cage, a laboratory where people are pushed to extremes for the amusement of millions. Viewers laugh, cry, and cheer, rarely pausing to wonder how real the pain is or what the contestants are enduring once the cameras stop rolling. But the suffering is real. The fear, the shame, the harassment, and in some cases, the deaths. All of it is real. The question we must ask is simple. Is entertainment worth the cost of human lives? If a television show is built on destroying the people who star in it, then perhaps it is time to stop pretending this is harmless fun. Reality TV may call itself real, but what it reveals most clearly is the very worst side of human nature, both in the way it manipulates its participants and in the way audiences consume their pain as if it were nothing more than a spectacle. Behind every episode, behind every dramatic scene, there may be a life unraveling, and once the cameras are turned off, that damage can last forever.